Remember this. Whatever you're doing, always give 100%. Unless you're giving blood, then don't give 100%. That would be bad. Okay, we'll be back right after this. Yeah, hang on, we'll be right there. Doom, 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 doom. It is the Saturday night. Guess that makes it all right. Bottom of the Glass Nation show. Welcome to it. Let me see what's going on around here. Bunch of new names. I saw a bunch of new names going by. Some of the typical and usual suspects have been glowing and turning about. Who's in here? Top Notch Rule, Wicked Widget Productions, Tim Mitchell, Ace Jumpman, my man. Josh Maddox looks like he's swinging a blue wrench tonight. New name is John Gamble. Another white name, Andrew999. And when I say white name, I'm not being racist or prejudiced. The names come up on my screen in white, green, or blue. Green is a member. They've been here before. White is someone who is not a member and could be new. And blue is a moderator swinging a wrench. Are we clear now? Are you tracking with me? I'm reading the names. Oh, Beautiful Sweets is in here too. Vern Ulrich, Trippy Pineapple swinging a wrench for us. The lovely Beautiful Disaster. Oh, Gwen Tingle's in here. She's being nice to everybody. Boom, boom, boom. Dropping a showing. Begging Nader? That's a don't remember that name. Zach Bear dropped in $2 trying to see who the $2 whore is tonight. Perhaps. Thanks for all you do. Huge fan from Ohio. Oh, Ohio. That's why when I looked at you, you were glowing yellow. Okay, that all makes sense now. For a minute, I was going to ask if you were... Hello? You're on the goddamn live stream. Get off your phone. What are you doing?
What? Oh,
What did you just think that I was just going to have the camera on me the whole time?
Yeah.
Yes. You're part of the live stream.
You usually do an
My
intro.
God, I've done the intro. I'm talking here. I'm trying to talk.
So I'll get off.
Thank you.
Whatever.
Jesus Christ. You guys see I have her in the basement tonight. I have lots to complain about tonight.
Let's go. Let's get this on. Let's go.
I'm doing it right now.
Now.
I can't go any faster. God, for sakes. Oh, I'm feeling good tonight. I even look at, no. Yeah, look at that.
It's pretty cold down here. But whatever.
Hang on. All right. R2D2 is off. Okay? Can I finish? Had my glass in my hand and everything.
It's cold in the basement.
Social protocol. Don't interrupt someone giving a toast. Which is what I was trying to do.
Go ahead.
Singing a little ditty, I was having a drink with my friends, and you fucked it up. You fucked it up, as they say in The Big Lebowski. Driving that train, high on cocaine. Yeah, let's get this hootenanny started. I'm going to have a drink right now. You have a drink right now. Raise a glass, slam it down. Now you can fill up your glass later. You can crack open a bottle. You can get one more. Just start now.
There's no alcohol in the basement.
Well, then drink whatever that is. This
is it.
Yeah, that's all there is. You can run upstairs and get some more.
I don't know. Did you lock the door?
I want to have a drink with my friends. Chicks, man. Chicks. Oh, wow. What's up? What? Boy, that one hit me right in the back of the throat. Whoa, what did you put in there? Woo! I'm not sure what that was. That got to be is this some of Mrs. Fora Watton's secret sauce? Whoa. Good God, that's what it tasted like. Before we even started the program, I looked over here at my notes, and we hadn't even started. The intro wasn't even playing yet. And it says over here, hydrate. Remember to drink your water. I'm like, Trippy Pineapple's telling me to drink. I haven't even started talking yet. God bless it.
I might need something stronger.
Are you guys sure you want her on these live streams on Saturday nights? Because this is just a fucking train wreck. And I mean of the worst kind. All right.
Let's go. Let's go.
When I'm clapping my hands, it means I'm getting ready to start rolling the boulder down the hill. You gotta... You like that? I just made that up. That was good. All right. God, it's hot in here.
Hey, did the staff give you their words and phrases for tonight?
They did. They gave me 8 words or so of phrases and words I'm supposed to weave into the show tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got most of them done. I got half of them done already.
No way.
Yeah, I know. Just knocked that shit down. I'm that good. Trained broadcast professional. Oh, before we get going too far along in the program tonight, I want to tell you guys something. After tonight's program, where there'll be a little intermission, as they used to say back in the day.
An intermission?
Can you hear it in my voice? Something's wrong. I feel like I got a ball of
You got
Play-Doh.
a fur ball in there.
It feels like there's a ball of Play-Doh in the back of my throat. I start talking and it gets gooey.
If you want a
and builds
moment,
up.
you could take a moment.
No,
Do you need one?
No, I'm just saying that
Sounds like you need one.
as I'm talking, it starts rah, 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 it starts gumming rah, rah, and I can't talk.
Whatever. Okay.
I'm trying to get words out. My brain knows what my mouth is supposed to be saying.
I'm gonna get on as Gen X mom right now. You go right
Okay,
ahead.
I don't even
I'm
care.
just gonna say hi to everybody.
Okay, those are my friends, not yours. Don't talk to my friends. All right, so we're having a private live stream. Now, what does that mean? That means if you're a member, if your name is in green, you will be able to participate. I don't know whether I'll send it out to Patreon. I'll probably just tell you guys if you're here. When we're done, there'll be a short break, and then we'll turn it back on.
Do I have to be on this live stream? Do I have to be on the next live stream?
You're barely on this one. I don't. Oh, yeah. Do you want to be on the next one? You should.
What were you saying? What was it again? What? Wait, we're on a live stream. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
We're on a live stream.
I was saying hi to my friends on here.
We're on a live stream now.
Yeah.
We're going to be on another live stream after this one to talk about Gen X Talk stuff, because people always ask questions about, well, what are you guys doing next? And where's this channel going? And now that we have some real concrete answers, I thought we would take some time and share it with it's not really general public, general population. I don't want to say general population because that's a prison term.
So it's only YouTube members only.
Only, yeah, if you got a green deal.
Oh, well, I'm a member now. Gen X Mom is now a member. I haven't been a member, but I'm now.
There was two things here. It popped up on my email, and it's two pictures. It's a picture of our Gen X Talks logo and our GXT logo, and they're introducing themselves to each other and go, "Welcome to being part of Gen X Talks." And I go, "What the fuck is this?" And so I had to ask, and the kid goes, "Something dumb mom probably did." So I raced into her office. I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" She goes, "Oh, I became a member now." And I went, "What?" And you said, "Yeah, I signed up as a member, and I signed up Gen X Talks as a member of Gen X Talks."
So the people that have green names can go to the
show tonight. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Well, while you're jibber jabbing over there, I have a PayPal from Scott, $5.
From Scott. Is this the oil painter Scott?
No, it's a different Scott. You know, there are more than one Scott in the world.
Which is why I asked the question.
Jeez. You always think there's like one person in the whole wide world.
So I can't say, "Hi, Scott." Hey, Scott, thanks a lot, man. Did he say where the money was going to?
No, he did not. He did not allocate the funds.
Then it goes, there's the whiskey fund. Scott, thanks for dropping in some money for the whiskey fund right there. I really appreciate it. Now, how many Scotts did I address right there? You just got through saying there's more than one Scott. But there's only one Scott who knows that I'm talking to him. PayPal Scott.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. I'm trying to say here that there's going to be you guys hear a bunch of little stuff about the Gen X Talks channel, the stuff that goes on, and the stuff that's coming up, and what we're doing, where we've been, where stuff has gone, what we've done with things in the past, and how it's turned out. And there's so many things to get caught. A status report. That's what it should be called. The next live stream, the moderated live stream with members only, should be called Status Report, so we can get caught up on where we are and let you guys know where we're going.
Hey, What's the Matter gifted 5 memberships.
To who?
To Facts Over Feelings, John G, Helen's Musings, Here I Am, Calvin Coolidge. Wasn't he a president?
He was a president, yeah.
Aren't you dead?
Hey, man, we service the undead here as well as the otherwise living, man.
Oh, my goodness.
A new hand touches the beacon every day. Thanks, What's the Matter, for helping 5 people. They can go back now and see all the special event stuff that's gone on. And remember all the stuff that happened the other day on the live stream where I had to shut the live stream off and come back, or I had to put it on pause because the dog was bleeding and Gen X Mom was running around behind. I got pictures of that. Oh, yeah, we got pictures.
I thought that's what you were going to do on the, members only.
No,
thing.
well,
we're going to talk about our
I'm going to put up the pictures of when
flippin' adventure.
There's stuff. Yeah, there's stuff that's going to happen on there. You know what was really funny was we talked about we showed those pictures last Thursday about remember when we went to Whiskey Flat Days and we talked about the duck. or the 2 ducks.
Yeah, what about the 2 ducks?
And I explained, I showed a picture of the 2 ducks, and I explained how you were like, 2 things happened about the ducks.
Okay, go.
One was you were all sappy. Oh, look at those ducks.
Yes,
you know,
I was.
that's going to be us. That's going to be us. Those 2 little ducks walking around, just enjoying life. That's going to be us. And I of course, had to do the guy thing. Oh, yeah, it's great. I'll do it. That's the first thing you did.
Right.
The second thing you did was you hurt my feelings.
Oh, God. How did I hurt your feelings?
You wouldn't go get the popcorn.
Nope.
And so we literally sat there saying, if you loved me, you'd go get me popcorn. And then she says, well, it's clear you don't love me, or you'd go get me popcorn. And then I'd say, well, I think if you had any feelings, you'd go get the popcorn so we could feed these ducks. And then she'd turn around and say, it's clear you've never loved me ever, because we'd already have popcorn right now. If you ever loved me, we'd be feeding the ducks
You don't
popcorn
love me
right
because you didn't get me funnel cake. And you know funnel cake is my favorite carnival food on the planet. Did I get funnel cake that day?
No.
No, I didn't get funnel cake.
Okay.
So
I was telling
why the hell should you get popcorn?
the ducks wanted the popcorn, not me.
Right, whatever.
And so anyway, so this story goes on for a while, but I let it go. Someone, I mentioned it in the podcast. I got an email from a guy who said, dude, next time record your conversation during the duck. We want to hear what happened during the whole duck conversation.
No, you don't.
Well, we couldn't recreate it, but it would have been funny if there would have been a microphone going about the ducks, because that was an interesting conversation. But, you know, just as we are here, we do the same thing in real life. You know, we banter back and forth. We get a lot of reactions at restaurants or at bars out in public when we do our thing that we do right now. People really enjoy that. They come up, they talk to us, they ask us, you know, you guys are wonderful. What are you doing? We're like, I'm full of shit. She's wonderful, and we're married, and we talk about that stuff. It works out pretty good. So anyway, where was I?
Yeah, Alan's asking why I'm in the basement.
Because that's where I wanted to put you, in the basement.
We've been cooped up, Cali, rain, you know, blizzard of the century. We can't handle this. This is just
the Grapevine,
no,
I-5,
not good.
Interstate 5, the Grapevine, going over from like Magic Mountain over into the San Joaquin Valley, had a blizzard warning that was real. It was like, we're not warning you about a blizzard. There's a fucking blizzard. There hasn't been a blizzard warning since 1989. That's how far back that goes. It's just incredible. So it's been the thing that gets me, and I know you guys are going to call me every goddamn name in the book. I know you are. And even my wife, who's known me since we've been friends since we were 5 years old, she even raises an eyebrow, huffs and puffs, and walks away when I say this. I can handle a tornado. I can handle an earthquake. I can prepare. I can move. I can deal. My heart rate doesn't go up. I'm okay. I can handle rain. I can handle lightning. I can handle thunder. I've never been in a hurricane, but I mean, I think I could tolerate the hurricane. And even though, and I mean, tolerate the hurricane, I can get out of the way and do the thing I can't do. Wind. I cannot. We have terrible windstorms in Bakersfield where we live. I mean, of all the places I've lived in the Western United States, there's never been more violent windstorms than here. I don't like them. I get worried things are going to get ripped off the house while I'm in it. See, if I was in a tornado, I'd leave. If I was a hurricane, I'd leave. I can't just leave when there's wind, even though it's terrible wind. I can't just leave. I got to stick it out. Got to be with the family. I keep thinking things are going to come off the roof.
It was pretty bad. It has been bad.
And then what's worse, I'm worried. Now, my shit's tight. Everything I do, and every guy in this live stream is going to know what I'm talking about. Everything I build around here, and my wife will validate this, everything I build ends with the same sentence. That ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, no kidding.
That ain't going anywhere. But I can't vouch for my neighbors.
No, our basketball hoop has been in the same place for the last 15 years. It has withstood.
I leave it up. Portable basketball
tremendous
hoop.
rates.
Yeah.
Everybody else in the neighborhood falls
broken.
down.
I think everybody on our street, and there's got to be like 13 basketball hoops on our street. I bet everybody's replaced their basketball hoops because they blow over in the wind at least 2 or 3 times.
Oh, at least.
We've never done it once.
At least. May I interrupt?
No, well, now let me finish. So I can't vouch for my neighbors. I'm worried in a windstorm if their shit's going to rip off of their house, fly through the air, and hit my house. I'm worried about that. And yes, the reason My basketball hoop has never fallen over is, you know how you open up the cap and you fill up the base with water or sand? I cut mine open and filled it with concrete. True story.
He did.
Mine's never gone anywhere. Ever, 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 ever. In fact, one time, police services came around and said, we're going to have to give you a ticket. We're citing people for leaving their basketball hoops out. You have to keep it on your property. We're going to take it. I said, go ahead and take it. And the dude goes down there. This is like 10 years ago. He goes down there. He says, fine, I'll take your fucking basketball hoop. He's got a pickup truck, a stake bed police pickup truck with like 7, 8, 9 basketball hoops that people didn't obey. And he threw them in the back. So I just sat there munching on an apple at the end of my driveway, watching him. He couldn't even drag the basketball hoop. It has 200 pounds of concrete in the bottom. He's hey, and he can't move it. I'm like, so you want to talk about this? He goes, could you just please move it?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Hey, so
you're
Loud
interrupting.
One gifted 10 memberships.
Far out.
The following people have free memberships for 1 month, right?
1 month, yep.
1 month. So when does that start? Like immediately?
Immediately. I think their names turn green the second he does
they
it.
did.
Yeah, I think so.
Coyote Adventure, Kevin Earhart, Warren Schneider, not the Wallflower, sorry. Jennifer Whitehead, Thomas Cryer, Mikey, Patricia Ingram, 64 Nighthawk, JL Giddens, Heater O'Docs. You guys all have memberships tonight. Also, the Sun Valley Fox is watching.
How do you know?
Because he texted me.
What is he? Is he like my babysitter on here, the Sun Valley Fox, because he's 95 years old on the certain times when his wife can get his medication adjusted right?
Okay,
she can
it's
get
my brother.
Yeah, your brother-in-law. Or
My oldest brother, brother and only brother, I think he's watching his baby sister. He's not watching you.
He's
watching his
How does his home health care nurses get his medication just right at 95 where he can see and hear correctly? That's what I want to know. I know he didn't type that message. He had to be.
It came from him.
You know when he does that, he has to move like square tiles around a board letter by letter so they understand what his message is.
Maybe.
Then his nurse types the message for him.
He said, hi, Gen X mom. That's me. I'm still waiting for the general to approve my discount. I would love to subscribe, but I'm short on cash.
It's $1. It's a freaking dollar. It's God, you cheap bastard. It's a freaking dollar.
Hey, the sheets are stacking up. Can
All
you
right,
just go there,
let's
please?
blow through the sheets. For those of you who don't know what the sheets are, I have another monitor right next to me over here, and anything that I'm missing in the comment section, because remember, if I'm telling a story here, I can't read what's going on down there.
People probably want to talk to me.
They're copying and pasting those things and putting them up for me. So if you say something important or funny or clever or would you have a good question, stick around. I might get to the answer. All right. So where was I here? Over here on the sheets, Wicked Widget Productions. Everyone smash that like button. God, you know what? I never remember to do that, do I? I never. No. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell.
You never do.
Never do. I cannot promote this channel well at all. Phoenix Commissar says, yes, Gen X Mom is always welcome. The balance of banter and sass is chef's kiss. The balance of, you know what? You know what? That was very clever. Phoenix Commissar, he's disabled. He's on medication. He doesn't, it's really tough for him. For that whole sentence that Phoenix put out there, he had to type one key at a time for probably 11 minutes. Well done, buddy. Well done, pal. We love you over here at Gen X Talks.
Wow.
That made perfect sense. I could read every word of that, Marcus. I love you. Eric Leroy, member for 11 months, Legion of X. Yamster Gaming, welcome to being an extra. Man, I hope you guys welcome these people. I hope every time one new one comes by there where someone joins up, make sure you take time to welcome them. Yamster Gaming's in here now. Jason Burnside, member for 1 month. Bottom of the Glass Nation, bottoms up, bottom of the Glass Nation. As I drink my water. Are you going to let me get through this?
Yeah, everybody's gifting memberships.
Lionheart OG, $1.99. Singapore Hookers Rock. That is $2 towards the Singapore Hooker Fund. That really threw you, didn't it? You don't know what to say to that.
No, the $2 whore is it new tonight? It better not be me.
I can't have you as the $2 whore when your brother's watching. That's really difficult.
That's never stopped you before.
No, it hasn't. I'm just kidding.
Sammy Joe gave $5 on PayPal. Lion needs to go to the woodshed. This is the third time he's left Discord open during a live stream. Then that grumpy fart threw me into the woodshed for calling him out on it.
Lionheart's got one job: to close Discord, the Discord server. He closes the Gen X Talks chat rooms, which are free, but he closes them during live streams so that we can have everybody come over here. All right? Wow. I don't know if you can put Lionheart in a timeout or not. I don't know if you can.
Well, this is going to break my heart.
Why?
Because it's just going to break my heart.
Who cares? Break your heart. Put that Jolly Green mother in the goddamn...
I don't think I can off my iPad.
Why aren't you doing this? There he goes. I got him. I
can't do it on my iPad. $10 from Micah. Hey, Dad, this one is for the Jack bottle. By the way, I just tried single barrel, and it's by far my new favorite.
Who did that? Who sent
Micah.
that? Micah. Try some Sinatra, Jack Daniel's Sinatra. That will make you go broke, divorce your wife, leave your kids, change and move counties. It's that good. It's really good. Anthony Paxton, welcome to Being an Extra. Ace Jumpman gifted 5 memberships. I think they already got that one, but if not,
nope.
John Douglas, Glenn V, Michael Goss, and Josh Boy. And you forgot one. Trippy, you forgot one. He did gifted 5. You left one out. You're not doing your job, buddy. Ozzy Resi, $4.99. What's up, sir? How do you become a member? I don't see a join button.
I think it's only on a computer, a PC, or a
We've
Mac.
had that problem in the beginning.
Because
Ozzy
I can't do it on my iPad either, and I don't think you can do it on.
But you're already. The button won't show up if you're already a member. So Ozzy Resi, there's links. They're going to put links in here for you for becoming a member. You can go right to it. There's the $2 whore. Look, falling in right there. Whoa, and one went out. You guys figure out who it is. I'll confirm or deny later. Mrs. Big Rig gifted 5 memberships. Ozzy Resi, oh, he got one. He was just asking about one. He got gifted one. 8 task. I can't read that one. Sasquatch. Jamesi D. I'm fucking that one up. And Michael Johnson. Mrs. Big Rig, $5. Hi, everyone. Love to all of my kids. Love. Hello. Hi.
Come on.
Hold on.
Come on.
I have not yet begun to defile myself. Oh.
Sure, we can wait for you. No problem.
What is going on with this whiskey tonight? That is like super strong tonight. Something's going on.
It's the same thing you've been drinking.
I don't think so. Either that or I'm turning into a wuss. One of the two. That's bad news. Mrs. Big Rig dropped in $5, turned my whole screen teal, and she says, hi, everyone. Love all of you. My kids won't fall asleep, though, but I saw you. My kids won't fall asleep, but I saw you. Okay. Now, Mrs. Big Rig, I know you've been running on no sleep for about 84 hours, but I want to let you know that I love you, and you're talking funny. You're talking funny. You are talking funny. It's not right. You're going to need some help here, okay? All right, where am I at between the sheets? Joe Bollock, welcome to Being an Extra. Disney Mama Sam Joe gifted a membership. And Cheetil Die 773 got it. Disney Mama Sammy Joe gifted another one. John was gifted a membership. Do you see his name? John. That's it. John. It's not some weird drawn out 32 syllables, 18 different languages name. I don't got to be half cooked, half baked, half broken, drunk to read it. I can just say it. John. John got a membership. Welcome, John.
Well, according to you.
Glad to have you here, John.
What John? You said, what, Scott?
No.
I'm going to say, what, John?
John, free membership, John. We had PayPal
there's lots
Scott.
of Johns.
We had PayPal Scott.
According to you, there's lots of Scott.
We had PayPal Scott.
Oh, okay.
Now we've got gifted membership, John.
Okay.
You see how my brain works?
Yeah.
It's astounding. Loud One dropped in $2 and said, Mrs. Big Rig is the $2 hooker. And he is correct. Well done, Loud One. Every time you guys drop in $2, you're going to see Mrs. Big Rig's face firmly pressed up against Mrs. Four Watton's ass-shaped peaches, because that's what the other thing that's in there. All right.
It's so nice. Mrs. Four's ass-shaped peaches
Yes.
are always perfect.
Always, aren't they?
They're practically perfect in every way.
Is that a Mary Poppins quote?
Could be. Maybe. I don't know.
It fits. I'll wear it.
Whatever.
Wicked Widget Productions, $20 for the Sinatra Fund General. Cheers, sir. I am enjoying some Macallan myself right now. I hope you get some better whiskey in your glass. It's going to happen. Oh, it's going to happen. And I'm $20 closer. You know, Wicked Widget Productions, little symbol, little thing right there. For some reason, reminds me of those stickers you made for Trippy and the Kid.
I know, it looks like similar.
It's similar, yeah. I think he's supporting the program. He knows.
Oh, Sun Valley Fox chimed in.
Of course he did. Let me guess. It's not on PayPal, is it? No, it's not on PayPal. It's not. No, it's not.
Well, I have to explain this one.
Okay, go.
Okay, bro, just you and me, okay?
Hey,
You
know,
can't get-
you're staring at the
Oh,
microphone.
I'm sorry.
She's looking at the microphone. She's going like this, bro. Now bro.
I haven't even been
Did
drinking.
you guys see her looking off screen? She huddled up to the microphone, bro. Can you see me?
Okay, bro, look at me. It's your sister talking, your baby sister.
Yeah.
I know technology is hard. Now, you asked why you can't get a gifted membership. It's because you're not on the chat. Stop watching us on your TV and you go to like your phone or
Just have
like
your wife do
somewhere
it.
else.
Your wife's got the phone.
It's okay. I understand.
How come you're not
Okay.
How come you're not beating him up for asking for a free membership?
He wants that free. He wants a gifted
How can I
membership.
get a free membership?
He just wrote what? You can't be watching us on the TV. You have to be watching us with the chat. It's
okay, Sun Valley Fox, I love you, but do you realize when I'm looking over here and I'm reading stuff that says, Christine Dorvik says you're amazing, Christopher Herbert, I'm a Patreon member. Why is my name not green? Because you're a Patreon member. You're not a YouTube member, Christopher. There's a difference. Sun Valley Fox, you see what I'm doing? I'm reading things that were written by people during the stream. I'm acknowledging things that are going by. You don't get to see those because you're watching us on a TV. You know who does? Your wife. That's why she's sitting in the chair across the living room from you laughing her ass off, because she's getting the complete picture. Okay?
And you don't you have to be like have a YouTube like
Yeah, he has to have a YouTube channel.
you have to have a channel.
You have to be on YouTube. You can't just be one of those perverts that's looking through the window at YouTube. You actually have to have a channel and be part of the world as it goes by.
My goodness. He told me to slow down. I went too fast for him. So it's okay. You know what? Hey, bro. I got you, okay? Look at me.
Sun Valley Fox says, wait a minute.
Wait.
So he wrote that?
I don't know. I guess he got it. Okay.
No, it's not him. That's his wife. There's no way he did that. He's over there. He got a glass of whiskey in his hand, and he's barking orders across the room. Hey, tell him that I said this. I don't know how to get the message over there. Send a carrier pigeon if you have to. Hurry up.
Oh.
Sun Valley Fox still 19 decanters behind. We gave him a credit of like 17 decanters because he bought, purchased, and we auctioned off for the kid, for the channel, a beautiful decanter, which Loud One was the one who he won that decanter. But yeah, the decanter started over. We're actually on 2 now. He's now 2 behind.
Okay.
Sorry.
$10 from Scott. I don't know if it's the same Scott. Not too sure. On PayPal, but it's Scott. Let me see. Is it the same Scott? It is the same Scott. So he gave you $5 and then $10. And the
PayPal
Sun Valley Fox is texting me.
PayPal Scott. That's his name.
PayPal Scott.
I know who he
Scott.
is.
Okay. All right, your turn. Go to the
Okay,
sheets.
well, there was something in here. The guy's name is So Drunk in Las Vegas. I was in the passenger seat. Driver was out talking to the cop. Cop had me go sit, so I did. I got in the passenger seat. My eyes closed, laid back a bit. My friend kept talking and talking. Then a car accident. Cop went over to the accident. My friend seems...
What?
Oh, he got in... Okay. This is...
What, do you have to decode this or something?
Well, he's just repeating my story. I said this.
Oh,
This is a story that happened to me a long time ago.
okay.
We were driving, got pulled over. I was in the passenger seat. Cop had me get out. I got back in. I don't think I got back. I was in the passenger seat the whole time. But my friend got back in the car because the cop got distracted
So why are we reliving this again?
and then drove off. Left the scene.
Okay.
I don't know why he's so drunk in Las Vegas. That's my story.
Okay. Well, good to
Somebody
know.
said that was in a movie too. There was actually a movie that had that in it. So I guess that's a common occurrence. I guess it's happened so often they wrote stuff about it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
How many people are on tonight?
I don't know. I can't tell.
235. Let me get 235 folks on.
There's a lot of stories in there. I can't get into all those stories. All right, let's just stick with my story. Let's pretend that I know.
Oh, Sweet sent you a PayPal.
Well, of course she did, because I'm in love with her. I love Sweet.
I think she likes me more.
No.
I sent her a shirt.
But for me, you sent her my harem shirt.
Yeah, okay. $10 from Sweets. I can't gift memberships, but can someone use this to gift some, please? I love you all. Best bar ever. Waiting patiently for my harem shirt. It's on its way. It's got to go through customs.
Oh, Sweets. We're going to use that money for a gift in the right areas, let me tell you. Oh, yeah.
I wish I could gift, but...
No, you don't, because you would just use one of my credit cards to gift. No, I don't want you to gift.
I want to gift.
No.
I should have sat on the kids.
Speaking of credit cards, you know what the worst email I've gotten in this new year, in the last 2 months? I intercepted an email.
Here we go.
I intercepted an email that went to Gen X Mom, and it said, "Would you like?" It was one of.
Oh yeah, this is a good email.
One of the credit cards. Would you like your credit card limit increased? Click yes or click no.
I would.
Well, I intercepted the email, so I read down, and I was going to click no, and it was grayed out because the email had already been opened. She clicked yes, and then she put it back in the inbox as marked as unread. Like I wasn't going to catch on to that shit.
Girl's smart.
I gave up taking her cards. I get mad and I take all of her credit cards away.
And I laugh.
She used to get mad years ago, 10, 15 years ago. She would get mad. She'd get upset. We'd argue. We'd fight. Give me the fucking credit cards. You're done with this shit. Now, like 2 or 3 years ago, she started not caring. And I'm like, why is you're supposed to be upset by this? And she goes, I have all of them on file. Amazon's got it. And she listed all these websites that already had her credit cards on file. She didn't care if I took the physical cards away or not.
True story.
Yeah, suck ass story. There's no way to get around that. There's no way to, once you cross that line, I can't get you back on that. There's nothing I can do. All right, I had stuff I was going to say. We have totally derailed this program here. We're half an hour in, and I haven't said shit.
I'll just sit here in the basement quietly then.
Okay, I want to talk about something that it's kind of an evolving story. I think there's a lot of you here who are going to be able to relate to this. I'm going to click over. I'm going to click over to just me for a minute. You can still hear her, but she's not on your screen because you need some of this. Ladies, I've got this turned down to about 6 tonight. I don't want to get you girls excited. I can turn it down, but I can't turn it completely off. Right? Let's cover that. I remember a story from my grandfather a long time ago, and it fits stuff that I'm seeing today on the internet, on YouTube and stuff. When I go down rabbit holes and I'm thinking about stuff, and I simply asked him a question at one time before he passed away. I said, "What's wrong with America?" Now, my grandfather wasn't one to start talking about 13 different things and 95 different subcategories. He didn't do that. My grandfather would think about things and give you mostly a one-liner, or a one-word answer on topics like that. Now, if you want to talk further, he'd be happy to, but wasn't his thing. But I asked him, I said, "What's wrong with America?" And he didn't miss much of a beat when he said, "Nobody's as patriotic these days as they used to be." That was it. He goes, patriotism is failing. Now, I kind of didn't think about that for a long time, but how many times do you guys see on news, on the internet, somebody saying, "Well, I'm kneeling before that flag and I'm going to burn the American flag." Why? Because what has the country done for me? And how bad is this country? I'm not loyal to the country. I'm not loyal to the flag. Fuck this American shit. I mean, we've all seen that. Now hold on, because you get angry about that, as do I. But I want to put something in context on what he said. This had to have been 20 years ago now, probably 20 years ago. If we all agree that there's less patriotism, that there's less people loyal to the country, loyal to the flag today, And if we use these people by the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds that are on the internet, giving us all their shitty examples of why they're not. What's the country done for me? This country's a racist country and shoots black people and minorities and fucking this. They give you all these reasons. And you're like, so these you're not patriotic. You don't love the country. You don't salute the flag. You're not saying the Pledge of Allegiance. And they proudly agree with that. They're not doing it. So now put this in context. Let's go back 30 years, 50 years, 75 years. Let's go back all the way 150 years, okay? We'll go back 150 years to back when there was slavery. We've gotten rid of slavery. We've gotten rid of segregation. Women can vote. Women are treated better by their husbands. They can have jobs and careers and do stuff. It's great. There is not systemic racism everywhere. Racism is going down. Hate crimes are going down. They actually have to take stuff now. Well, we saw this crime committed and we're analyzing it to see if maybe, possibly, it was a hate crime. Because if we can tie it to a hate crime, we can talk about it for a month. They're analyzing things. There's just not as much of that going on. There just isn't. Doesn't even matter who's in charge of the White House. America is always evolving. It always has. It's always getting better. It's always improving itself. So we will agree in the way I'm viewing things, things are substantially better today than they were. Show me the charts. Show me the graphs. Show me your polling and your statistics. Show me how things are worse now. Well, they say they are, but then when you look at things, they're really not. Things in those areas that I'm describing, as a country, we've moved on and we're much better. Now, I'm not saying every neighborhood, every city, every situation. No, you're always going to find stuff that we got to work on. You're always going to find these things, and we squash them, we push them to the side, we kill them, and we move on. We get rid of the bad, we keep the good, and we go forward. But why was, if everything was worse in the past, why was there more patriotism in the past? You follow me on this? If everything they point to in the past was so horrible, why did more people love their country back then? And you can't say, it was just white people. Bullshit. Do you know how many minorities signed up for World War II to fight? They have movies about squadrons of black people that were flying airplanes and whooping ass that volunteered. The Wind Talkers were the Navajo Nation that was a code that couldn't be broken because there was no written language. They did it. Don't tell me that it was all white. No, bullshit. It was worse back then. We repaired things. We fixed things. We advanced ourselves. We got ourselves to here. And now there's more people that hate the country. Why was my grandfather's statement very true? There's not as much patriotism here as there was here. And things were far worse here. As things got better, shouldn't patriotism got better? This thing is a thing inside my brain that I am completely perplexed by. Bothers the shit out of me that things are getting better all the time in those areas. And what? We have more people now because there is something dividing us and keeping us that way. And someone comes out and says, this is a white cop shoot black people, and that's shitty. Yeah, it's shitty. It's also shitty when black cops shoot black people and when white cops shoot white. The whole thing's shitty. There's a bad cop. He's a bad cop. I don't give a shit what color he is. Who cares? Well, we talk about certain ones on the news, and that makes people pissed. And even when I argue with people about that, and I can prove to them that they're wrong and I'm right, that they're wrong, it isn't just a white on black issue. That's like the most smaller of the things. Let's look at the big numbers that are happening. And they're like, well, we don't want to talk about those. Let's just focus on the small shit and pretend it's everywhere. And I say, okay, let's just say you're right. let's just say there's white cops that shoot minorities. Let's pretend that that's right. Why do you hate the country? Well, fuck the flag. Why? Because a Chicago cop does something bad? A city cop, you don't like the national flag? You don't like having the Constitution? You don't like having an army protect you? You don't like laws that protect you? Yeah, fuck that flag, that cop. That's the local sheriff, a township white cop that you don't like, and now you're going to disrespect the national flag? What'd the national flag do? Well, it's responsible for the whole thing. It goes back 200 years, and it's all the flag, and everything stems from that. And you fucking lying. You're a liar. You're taking something that has nothing to do with the other. Some backwoods redneck sheriff shoots somebody, and you blame it on the flag, and it was better now than it was then, and you're all fucked up. Anyway. That was my rant. I wanted to tell you that was, I don't know if it was, that it was on my mind. You guys want to hear what's on my mind sometimes? That was on my mind. Now, I don't know if everybody hung up. We got less people now. It pisses me off.
Remember, I was here.
Yeah, I cut you off.
Yeah, so now we have PayPal Ernesto.
What happened to PayPal?
PayPal Scott's still around.
Where's my PayPal Scott?
He's around, but right. PayPal Ernesto dropped $5 for the Sinatra Fund while you were talking.
I love Ernesto. I'd miss him if he wasn't here. And
while you were talking, just so everyone knows, I ran upstairs from the basement because I need something a little stronger tonight.
Why? I am not. What? Because of my talk, my rant? It was my grandfather.
Yeah, because you just brought the whole room like, oh.
No,
we were having a good time.
We are still having a good time. That's bringing in my grandfather to something to today. There's people that are now standing up.
Okay.
Why do you find that so hard to get your brain around?
It's fine.
It's not.
You do that on Mondays and Fridays.
You tell me on Mondays and Fridays I'm supposed to talk about world issues.
Yeah, or political issues. That's what you do.
You told me current event stuff.
Okay. Are you done? Okay. Okay, you're good. You're good. Can we get back to
Tell me my grandpa was right.
Your grandpa was right.
There we go.
Your grandpa was always right. He loved me.
Now,
he absolutely adored me. If I ever had a problem with you, I just had to say his name.
I wasn't going there with that conversation.
And you would just go, oh, crap. So
I was the black sheep of my family, but I was my grandfather's favorite. Out of all of his children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, I was his favorite until she came along. Then I got bumped to number 2. And my grandfather didn't mind telling me at all. He didn't mind saying, if you leave her, you're out of the will. What? What? Yeah, it was always.
Pretty much.
Every time I'd come over, he'd look behind me. He goes, did you bring your wife? Is she here? What am I? Chopped liver? No, she's not here this time.
Hey, everybody, let's drink. It's my turn.
All right. You got something important to say, or you're just going to tell everybody to drink?
It's Saturday night. That makes it all right.
All right. I know that song.
All right. Okay. Can we get back to business now?
All right. Well, there was some stuff.
Get to your sheets.
Hold on a second. Here we go.
I'll check PayPal.
Hydrate. This is staying here the whole live stream. Little note from the staff to hydrate, to drink. John Horn. I thought of you this week, General. Went to the Grunt Style store and seen a hat that fits you well. Front of the hat simply says, whiskey helps.
We received a PayPal from Mrs. Four, $20.
Oh, please let it be for me.
She didn't say where it was going.
She knows when she does. She knows the rules. No.
She knows what I have to put up with.
No. Mrs. Four has been around since.
Forever.
She's in comparison with people in here, she's as old as dirt.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think she likes me more.
No,
whatever. She
knows the rules. Any unallocated fund goes to me.
She knows the rules.
She knows the rules. She didn't arbitrarily mess that up. All right. Eric Bradley, welcome to becoming an extra. Thanks, Eric, for chiming in. Urban Tribesman, my buddy at work told me to check you guys out 2 weeks ago. No regrets at all. I love you guys, Gen X. We definitely are a different breed. Yes, we are. Janet Duding, $49.99. My whole screen is pink over here.
I see that.
It's a whole thing.
Thank you, Janet.
For my handsome host, but
that's
some
not
good
me.
whiskey so you don't have to choke it down. I don't know, Janet, what's going on with
That's
that.
single barrel.
Janet she's been around a bit. She knows
she
me.
has.
And she knows what I'm drinking. And this, I will go buy some Sinatra. I got to get to $132 to buy Sinatra.
Why don't you break out that? Oh, I took it away.
You took it away. Yeah. $132. That's where I'm at. Doug Santinella, welcome to Becoming Extra. Thank you so much. Bump, bump, bump. Disney Mama Sammy Joe gifted 5 memberships, and she gave it to DJ Rickett, Top Knots Rule. Augie. Is this tonight's? That's not tonight's. That's an old one.
No.
I guess it could. Well,
Yeah, I don't know. I lost
I'll just
track.
say it. DJ Rick's Top Notch Rule. Augie's in there. Trippy Pineapple Swinging a Wrench to Richard Pennant and Aquila Refining and As the Crow Flies. No, that's got to be an old one. Or is this? No, that's one's in here. That's on the screen. PayPal Scott, welcome money for whiskey. The drunker our handsome host, the better the stories get. Oh, shit.
Oh my goodness.
Janet Duding just fucking dropped a C
I think
note.
it's Dudding.
Dudding.
think
Duding.
it's Dudding.
Wow, she emptied the jar.
Did she?
Oh, her thing went in there and fucking just blew the jar apart. She dropped in a C note, $100,
wow.
and said, then buy it.
I just watched it. I'm a little delayed on my iPad.
Yeah, you're a little delayed, all right, but that's your special needs stuff
Do
coming
you.
through. You know what? You need to adjust your medication now. You either took too much or not enough. Something's not right here. All right, I think I'm all caught up on the sheets. Adam Smidelman, $1.99 for the Sun Valley Fox membership fund. Now we have a membership drive going on for the silver-haired fox who can't find his way around his own house.
That's nice.
Old man Jake, member for 6 months. Is that an old side Finn Boilers that's behind Gen X Mom? She's in the
Where is
basement.
it?
Let's not talk about the basement.
Wait, I don't know which side it's on.
He's on the other. He's talking about the boiler on the other side. You're just pointing at a pipe.
Oh, he said on this side?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, on this side. I don't know how this. I'm over here.
Oh my God. All right. So now, guys, we had stuff we were talking
Right
about here. Disney Mama Sammy Joe, just because I felt like it, and for you, sweetheart, I just put Lionheart in another timeout. He has to go to the woodshed. He can't talk for 5 minutes. He's got to sit in there. What we got here? Somebody dropped in.
The Sun Valley Fox said, that's what I'm talking about his little fund.
He wants an AARP discount membership for $1.
Yeah, he's asking, how do I subscribe?
It's a
I don't even think he subscribes to our channel.
Are you kidding me? This
I
is
don't
his
think so.
favorite nephew, and he's not even supporting the channel.
No.
Terry Knowles, $20.
Nephew?
Love all the stories.
Your brother-
Bottoms up.
Oh.
Here's for the Sinatra Fund. Thank you very much, Terry Knowles. Appreciate you, my man. I do.
When
I
you
do,
say
I do.
nephew, I'm like lost, but it is. It's Gen Z Kid is his
Gen Z
nephew.
Kid is his nephew.
I know.
Oh, he must be giving his money to his other nephews in their online social media endeavors. It must be that.
Yeah, okay. Boy, there's not enough wine in this bottle for tonight. Look, our daughter opened it last night. I don't know.
Is it good wine? Or is it like $2 Chuck style?
I don't know. I was going to look it up. I don't know.
Because you
I
have
don't know.
both. You got some cheap wine in there you like, and you got some expensive stuff. Knowing
I
our
have
daughter, she went, ooh, I've never had this before. I'll open this.
No. $10 from Disney Sammy Joe on PayPal, just because the general put Lion in the woodshed again.
Thank you, Sammy Joe. I have a question, and I'd like you to participate in this. Now, this is something, it's personal.
Okay.
Can you handle getting a little personal?
I don't know.
You can keep your clothes on. We just got to talk here, okay? Just talk.
Okay. Bring it. Wait.
You don't got to drink just to talk to me. My God.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
Okay.
I think.
In everyone's life, sometimes we think about stuff, especially around New Year's, like we make commitments to ourselves. We want to change. We want to be something. New Year's seems to be the time when you're automatically supposed to pick 5 things you're going to do. But if it's not New Year's, you know, you're not making a New Year's resolution, start the New Year's and get back on track. It's you can find motivation other places. You'll see something on TV. You'll hear something like, you know what? By God, I'm going to get up tomorrow and I'm going to do. You're going to do something. People can become motivated and get ready to change their life in all sorts of ways, by just what's around them. Would you agree?
I agree.
Okay. Now, the
I
problem...
feel like I'm on the witness stand or something. The way you're asking the questions. But go ahead.
Well, I didn't swear you in, so you're okay to lie if you want to.
But the way you're like, do you agree?
Well, would you concur with that statement?
That's what that sounded like. But go ahead. I'm still here.
Okay.
So far.
So what and the problem is, especially around New Year's, is when people make resolutions, they make promises. I think it's a mistake to tell everyone, which is what you do on New Year's. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to stop doing cocaine. I'm going to stop watching midget pornography from Lithuania. You know, those are the big three. And
they are. Okay.
yeah. And if it's your friends, like when my friends give New Year's resolutions, they break them within a week. I make fun of them like, oh, how's that going, Bob? Yeah, see your screensavers, Lithuanian midget porn. That's great, buddy. You know, and you make fun of them and tease them. When it's our kids who do it, our adult kids, we're a little more sympathetic. We're like, well, okay, well, let's get back on track here, and here's some advice. We can't help but give them advice. Here's how you do it. Like, we're great at this, and but you do that. If it's between you and I've noticed over the last 20 some years, if we say we're going to do something, we fuck it up. We kind of tease each other once, like, oh, I thought you weren't doing that anymore, and then we just let it go. But I think it's a mistake, or it can be a mistake, to make it public. Like, don't run around and tell everybody, I will never have whiskey again. Because if you do, you've just told everybody. That can also be a good pressure for you.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Maybe some support would be nice.
I would agree.
Where are you going with this?
And
this is a long walk to where you're going.
I'm not going to shorten it up. This is what we do here.
Come on, man. Spit it out.
I drink and I know things. At this moment when my wife is behaving in the manner that she is, I'm reminded of one of the greatest philosophers of our time, Iceman from Bodfish, who looked at me across a table one day and said, chicks, man. Chicks.
While he's drinking, PayPal from James Klinger. Any relation to Laura Klinger? $5 on PayPal.
So what I'm saying, what I'm going to bring up now is that, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. But I have had, and this is bleeding into the next live stream, the private live stream where you have to be a member to see it. This is part of what I'm talking about, but I'm not telling you until perhaps
but I thought
private live stream.
You were talking to me right now.
Well, I am, but I'm talking to them. I'm being inclusive because some of our friends are out here. We've got a bunch of Bottom of the Glass Nation members that are like family. I could list them all. I'd be here for half an hour. But so let me finish. All of a sudden, I'm flipping through. I'm going down a rabbit hole on Facebook Reels or Instagram Reels, whatever it was. And Joe Rogan, why are you holding back a laugh right now? I'm trying to have a serious goddamn moment, and you're laughing. I swear to Christ, if this was your brother again, I'm gonna pay someone to drive up there to Nevada and kick him in his ding ding. What did he say? What's so fucking funny?
The Sun Valley Fox's New Year's resolution is to subscribe to Gen X Talks.
It's almost fucking March.
He goes, I'm slow, but I'm getting there. Sorry.
Okay, I need you to turn your phone over.
Sorry.
Turn your phone over and leave it there. You're fucking everything up. You're fucking it up.
Let's go, man.
I'm trying to.
I need another drink. Cheers, everyone.
Oh, my God. You guys wanted her as part of the program. Do you see what you've done? Do you realize how much fun we'd all be having right now if she wasn't here? Buzzkill. That's all I can tell you. All right. I saw something going down a rabbit hole of videos. I'm scrolling like we all do. And Joe Rogan hit me with like one sentence. It was the shortest 1 minute video I'd ever seen. Like 8 seconds. And I was like, whoa, that was it? And somebody had clipped out. Clearly someone was on the same mindset as me. And Joe Rogan had 8 seconds.
Possible.
It's true.
Okay.
There's many like me. Does that scare you?
Very.
And a lot of them are in this goddamn live stream right now.
Oh, here we go. We're going down a rabbit hole. Come back. Come back.
All right.
Come back, Joe Rogan.
And I screenshot it, and I just one word out of it so I remember it. Then, all of a sudden, I'm scrolling on the next day. Steve Harvey. Do you know who Steve Harvey is?
Yes.
Everybody knows Steve Harvey? He had like a 1 minute thing talking about himself, and it was part of a big video, but someone sliced out like 60 seconds, and I was like, holy shit, how come I'm not that good? How come I'm not that dedicated? The very next day, Joe Rogan again comes back with a 60-second gig, and those 3 videos I saved on my phone, and I've watched them 100 times in the last week, telling myself that I could improve myself quite a bit.
Okay.
I know you're not going to believe that there's anything about this that there's left to improve. I know how you feel.
Okay.
But there is. And then you know what? I talked myself out of it. I said, I'm too old. I'm 55. I said, I'm too old. There's no changing. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. Is that what the Generation X thing was? You can't teach an old dog new tricks. And I talked myself into giving up already. Powerful motivation got me pumped. Brain talked myself out of it. You can't do it. You're going to be a failure. Don't tell anybody. See how I'm bringing this back in? Don't tell anybody. Don't go on Patreon. Don't tell your wife. Don't tell your friends. Don't tell people in here, because you're going to fucking mess it up. You're too old. You can't do it.
Okay.
Here's my quandary.
Wow. Okay, we got there.
Is everyone exasperated like you, or are you the only one? You know, I can't tell if people now, if they're exasperated and they're counting, they're sorting pennies, they're playing solitaire because they're all exasperated like you, or if they're sitting on the edge of their seat.
I'm waiting.
Impatiently. She's ruining the live stream. Can we donate some money to have her go do something, please? All right.
What is it?
I guess.
Honey, please tell me what it is.
You're full. You're not. You don't care. You're pretending to care right now. That is your fake caring look. I've seen it for 20 some years now. You're doing the fake caring thing. Oh, honey, no, I'm really interested.
I'm waiting.
And you tell me that shit. And you're like, no, I'm paying attention. And then she does this.
Nope, I'm just sitting here.
Pretending to care. I'm just saying, as a general concept out there, I'm not bullshitting right now. When do you become too old to change? When is the number where you're like, all right, dude, you can't do that anymore? No, I know a 95-year-old person probably couldn't, start weightlifting. All right, I'm not talking about that.
I think there's limitations,
yeah,
but you could still change.
I don't know. My brain, I'm telling you, I have never felt more like a lion inside of me, ready to just take on the goddamn world.
I think as we get older, we don't like change.
Perhaps.
And we get uncomfortable with change. But sometimes we have to talk about it and go, sometimes change is good. That change is not always bad.
But can I? I'm right there where I want to do something. I've lost so much weight. The spring is coming. It's getting there.
Not winter is coming anymore.
That was just when I was watching Game of Thrones. Come on.
So now spring is coming.
Well, yeah, spring is really coming, but it was a... Whoa.
What did you just do?
The beard oil fell off and hit my keyboard. I now have 6 screens. Lean over and look. I'm serious.
I don't see it.
No. There's 6 screens.
Okay.
Oh, good. 1 click and we're back. Thank God Mac was involved. Steve Jobs, I love you. You can hear me. I'm just saying that I'm ready to do something.
Well, then change.
Well, can I still?
Of course you can. Why can't you?
Because my brain said I'm too old. Can't do it no more.
Just because there's numbers for birthdays doesn't mean you can't change. It's just a number. People can still change.
I don't know. I wish there was examples of people that like as old as me that kicked ass. That would help. It would.
It's doable.
Sweets, member for 1 month. She's an extra. No, bullshit, Sweets. You've been a member longer than that. This is a rollover. Terry Knowles, $20. Love all the stories. Bottoms up. Here's for the Sinatra Fund. Mrs. Fort Watton, hydrate. Now, see, because you've got me self-conscious, did she say hydrate to shut me up like you are? Or was she saying hydrate so I could continue on with my loving analogies?
You go ahead and hydrate. $10 from Loud One for Gen X mom to help deal with the generals in my bullshit. Shush stole my credit card to get her tolerance liquid herself. I've done that already. He's been mad at me since last weekend.
Well, I got one loud one. Chush used his credit card because Chush went in here and gave me $10 for the whiskey fund with his credit card.
Nice.
My girl.
PayPal Andrew gave $5. This reminds me of my drunk grandma watching the sales channel on her satellite. Keep pimping, but I'm never watching another live stream. And then...
hey, if you showed up for one, I'm cool.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God. Old man Jake, why is Gen X mom in the basement?
Could you just tell them?
They're unhappy that you're in the basement.
Yes.
Why is Gen X mom in the basement? Plus, I have a few questions on your drain pipes. A few things look off.
Could you tell them what's going on?
No, you're banished to the basement because you're a bad person and nobody likes you.
I'm going to tell my brother on you.
Go ahead. You're going to have to send him sign language and read it slow. Loud one, $21. Turn my whole screen orange. Brother, you know the changes I've been through and the risks I have taken recently. Don't ever give up on your dreams. We are never too old to keep driving for what we want. If I can do it, so can you. And he's been through some shit too.
Yes, he has.
Some stupid shit that shouldn't have gone against him, in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. Okay, there was stuff. Can we get back to my stuff now?
Hasn't it been your stuff?
Yeah, it kind of has.
Yeah, it kind of has.
All right, hold on. There was something here. I'm scrolling down through my fuck it notes.
Cheers, everyone.
I'm opening up
I need another drink.
Because I'm opening up my book of lies, you need a drink?
Whew, yeah. Here, cheers, everyone, while he opens up his book of lies.
Hold on a second.
It's pretty thick. It's like that big.
That's 7 inches right there.
That's all you've got?
Wow. You went there.
Hey, you went there.
All right. There were stories. You guys were asking for mechanic stories, so I tried to remember some, wrote some down. Let me see if I can find it. Get to it.
I need another drink. It's taking too long.
Come on. You're just using any excuse to drink. Taking too long is now an excuse to drink? Charles Waybright. Why is his name in here? I'm looking. There's stuff in here. Just calm your tits.
I know. There's dead air, too.
Then say something. Calm your tits.
Say something.
Wow,
Comments are flying. You probably didn't put on slow-mo, did you?
I did, but not a lot. I want to see if the moderators could handle it tonight.
Man. I'm sorry, you guys. It's a lot. Poor Trippy.
Okay, there's one. Let's see. No, that's not a car story. How come I labeled car stories?
Would you pick something? Sing us a song. Tell us a joke.
Yeah, she's not doing her job at all. She's terrible at filling in.
My baloney has a first name. Everyone,
it's O-S-C-A-R. My baloney has a second name. It's M-A-Y-E-R. Oh, I love to eat it every day. And if you ask me why, I'll say that Oscar Mayer has a way with B-O-L-O-G-N-A. Good story. Great. That was a commercial break. Thanks for the intermission. This made everybody sick. I'm trying to find it.
Good. That was good.
Oh, okay. I got a quick story. There's
never a quick story.
Wow. You're not going to get invited back is what's going to happen. You're not going to
you're the one that told me to be here.
You said you'd be here every Saturday night.
No.
Yes, you did. It was in your contract.
No. When this whole thing started,
Yeah.
I know I wasn't going to be a part of Gen X Talks. I wanted to be on
swear
the
to God,
backside.
if the kid was here right now, I'd have him put up a poll live and ask who's the favorite, you or me. I would not be afraid of that right now. I would not be afraid.
Put it up there now. Just ask the question right now. Ask the question right now.
Because you can't tell right now. There's no way to count.
Well, we could just look.
It's just going to be me. Who's the favorite
Who's
host?
the favorite right now? Gen X mom or Gen X dad?
Dad.
Go.
This. You can't, but you need a poll. You got to do it right with a poll.
Why? They could just list it. They could just type it.
It's not going to be accurate. You're going to get your feelings hurt. All right, so there's a car story.
That's fine.
Back in my Mazda days, working at the Mazda dealership, there was a time that brand new cars that were in heavy accidents by people that owned them. We would pull them from the junkyards because there was things in them we had to remove, even if the cars were mostly wrecked. So we had a lot of nice cars on the lot, in the back very part of the lot, that were damaged in car accidents, big, bad, some undrivable, some were just dinged up a little bit. And I remember one time this one guy, Mazda had a 929. That was their luxury car back in the day, the mid-90s. A 929 before the millennia was their luxury car. So this rich guy came in and bought a 929, and it was like a mint green color. And he was always busting my balls about stuff. Like, you did this work, but you didn't program my radio again. And I program his radio. And you programmed all the wrong stations. I go, no, those are the right stations. You're listening to the wrong stations. And we did this all the time with each other. Okay. One time, we get a tow truck in with this totally fucked up mint green Mazda 929. I mean, it got hit in the front, the door, the rear. Same year, make and model as this rich guy. Same wheels, same interior. I wait. He comes in, drops his car off. He's going to pick it up later that night. I paid the detail guys. I go out there and wash that car. Make it look perfectly clean. And they go, you want us to wash a wrecked car? I go wash that car. We hadn't taken the parts off of it we were supposed to and returned them to the factory. The car had just been sitting there.
So wait a minute. You're washing a wrecked car. You paid for somebody to wash a wrecked car.
Yeah. So this guy comes in to pick up his car that night, and I had hidden it in the back lot. And I went up when I saw him in the service drive, and I said, I won't say his name. I said, hey, Mr. So-and-so, we had a little problem with your car. We'll take care of it. We'll fix it. But, you might want to take your car home. You might want to get a rental car. We had a little bit of a problem here, a little accident, little ding. And he goes, what are you talking about? He's all mad and everything. I walked him out to the fucked up car. And I said, here's your car. You might want to talk to the service manager about getting a rental car. This guy fucking almost had a heart attack on the spot. He cussed me out. Now, we weren't playing anymore. He was mad. He took off while I was talking. I'm literally yelling, you might want to go see the service manager. If you don't know where his office is, it's the third door on the left. I went back to work. Service manager had no idea what was going on. He knows this guy. He knows he's a valuable customer. The next thing I see is this customer, who they considered a high roller, whatever. The service manager, the two service writers, and the owner of the dealership out there at this guy's car. They were in such a huff too. No one figured out that it's the wrong car. They're like, holy shit, sir. We apologize. How did this happen? Now the service manager's mad because no one told him we fucked up a customer's car. No one warned him that we ruined a customer's car, and none of these geniuses figured out that this car had been in a pretty good accident. There is no way driving it around the dealership lot we could have fucked this up this bad. You would have had to play pinball with this car to get it to look in this condition. No one's figuring this out. The wash guys come over and go, dude, if you tell anybody that we helped you with this, we're going to beat the shit out of you. I'm like, just relax. I got this. So I walk out there to the middle of this. This guy is beat red. I walk into the circle of all these people that are in disbelief, don't know what to do, and he starts screaming at me. Service manager turns around and goes, dude, what the fuck did you do? I said, what is the problem here? Well, I don't understand what the issue is. It's like, you ruined this guy's car. How the fuck did this car get so damaged in our possession? It's only been here. What happened? Did you take it to lunch? You guys took it out on the street. You did something with this. You towed it back here. What'd you do? I go, I'm a little confused. You think that this is this guy's car? He goes, yes, it's this guy's car. And I go, his car's right over there. What would make you think this guy's car? This guy loses his shit, goes, because you told me this was my car. I said, no, all I did was point. I wasn't pointing at this one. I was pointing past this one to your car. And what I meant is that I kind of went by it with my belt buckle and I put a little scratch on the side, and you wouldn't walk over there with me to see the little scratch I did. I was really sorry. I got too close to the car with my belt buckle. I feel bad. You just took off running. No bullshit. You told me this was my car. I said, sir, why would I tell you this is your car? this became like an international incident. This made the newspaper. This made the fucking newspaper, this whole incident. And for some reason, everybody painted me out to be the bad guy.
Huh.
Even after my clear explanation of what was going on.
Interesting.
So the guy came back, and I thought for sure, this guy says, he goes, I thought he's going to come back and go, that mechanic is never to work on my car again. He's never to touch my car again. He's never to do anything on my car again. And you know what he did? He came back and said, this guy's the only guy working on my car, and it better be fucking perfect, and it better be right. And I'm looking over this thing with a fine-tooth comb. Every time it comes in here for something, this dude's going to do. I hope you make this guy wash the car. I had to do the service work on that car for the entire time that he was there owning it, and I worked at that dealership. But nothing he made me do ever came close to what I did to him that day, because he looked like a complete fucking jackass. I just kept going, I don't know what this dude's talking about. You rich people are fucking crazy. Yeah, true story. So there you go.
You are...
Yeah, there's people. There is people in Las Vegas at those dealerships that still remember that story. They pass that along and go, "You're never gonna fuck up as much as this guy did."
We were not married at that time. We were not married.
Oh, all right. So there you go. There's your one story. Listen, it's a little bit over an hour. It's about time to go. Let me check between the sheets over here. Josh Maddox, cheers, family. Love you all. Hell of a good place to spend your time together. And if you weren't sure why are you here? It's simply the best bar ever. That's Josh Maddox. He has worked his way up and is on staff now. E. Ross, $1.99. He probably listened to the Neil Sedaka. He did. He was a Neil Sedaka fan. None your business. Unfortunately, it's harder to keep our values than to change to the negative. Appreciate you for the values you hold true. It's harder to keep true than to sink into the younger generation's lack of recognition. That goes back to my grandfather's story. Well said. None your business. Well said. Dave Chardon. Hey, General, I have to say I like Gen X Mom being on the live stream. I'll watch more live streams if Gen X Mom is included. She's great.
Thank you.
Dave, can you never come back, please? Never, ever, ever,
Thank
ever,
you, Dave.
ever come back. We have her in the basement for a reason. Don't forget that. All right. That concludes the sheets. Now, here's what's going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gather around like a Ringling Brothers.
Close.
Come in real close. Let me talk to you now. We're going to shut the live stream down. We're going to say we love you guys and thank you and goodbye, because we do. And then I'm going to come back in about 10 minutes, maybe 15 at the most. We'll do, Gen X Mom wants to be here. She can. If not, she's got stuff to do. It'll just be me. But it's a members-only live stream. Is to talk about some stuff with Gen X Talks. I'm going to need a couple moderators. I don't know if anybody can help moderate that. We haven't really talked about it. But if any of you can work the sheets, if there's questions, because this is something where I'm going to say some stuff about the direction of the kids' channel, about what we're doing and some things. And I've made some notes. No, I did. I made some notes. And I want to be able to answer some questions, because as I say stuff, you guys might go, wait a minute, what are you doing with this? I want to be able to address some of that. It won't be a terribly long live stream. Might go for half an hour. But it's just kind of an update. It's just some stuff we're doing. So I just wanted to tell you guys that's coming up next in about 10 or 15 minutes. But other than that, thank you for wasting an hour of your evening with us. If you're going to waste an hour.
Everybody's disappointed that it's an hour.
What?
They want us to go a little longer.
With what?
Just talking.
Would you believe me if I said I've run out of things to say?
No, I don't believe you.
I ended on a high note. That was a great story.
But I don't believe you.
Okay, well, believe this. I'm having a drink.
All right, I'll drink with you. There's lots to talk about. There's been a lot happening the last couple days.
All right, I'll tell you what. You light the fire. You light the fuse, and I'll talk. I'm ready. What do you want to talk about? What's
I
been
don't know
going
where
on?
to start.
Well, as with all good stories, you start at the beginning.
So that started yesterday during the World Show.
That motherfuckers. Those motherfuckers. No, you even saved their names in here. No, you did. You saved their names.
Yesterday's live stream on YouTube was a
fist
tough
fight.
one. Wow, that was a tough one. So that started
They
yesterday.
erased them. Those motherfuckers erased them.
Keep going. See if they're down
No,
farther.
they erased them. You had them lined up there and Trippy.
It was tough. Yesterday's live stream, and then during the live stream, I don't know how I knew the dog got hurt.
All of a sudden, we're in the middle of a live show, and she leaves.
He came into my office and it got all over the floor.
Blood. Tell them what you're talking about.
There was blood on the floor of my office while I was moderating.
I'm talking, and she's moderating. She wasn't on screen. It was like this. I was doing my thing, but there's nothing going on in the sheets. I don't hear her in there, and all of a sudden, I see her behind these monitors running around, and she's calling the dog. I'm like, why are you making noise during a live? Shut the fuck up. I'm live. And she's trying to catch the dog and wrestle the dog. And then my daughter comes out of her room because my daughter and my granddaughter go in their room.
I was trying to see where he was bleeding because I wasn't sure. Like, that was the first thing. It was like, how bad is this?
Right.
I couldn't go do the live stream if he's like bleeding.
And I'm trying to talk. I can't just pause and look around the monitor and go, what you doing over there?
No. So I was trying to figure out first to see if this was an emergency or could it wait. But we had blood. I had blood everywhere in my house. And a lot of blood.
I had to do this. You see that? Be right back. How often do we ever do that? Almost never. Yeah. I had to do that. I'm like, I turned off the microphones. I put that on. I walk around this lovely dining room table with the 35 holes in it. I go, what the fuck are you doing? We're live.
Yeah.
And there was bloody paw prints and drops of blood all over the house.
Did you post the picture or the
I have
video
not yet. I was waiting to do that.
So that hasn't been posted yet.
No.
But we still couldn't figure out. So I don't remember what I did.
I finally said, okay.
Put the dog out.
Put the dog out. And my wife, my daughter, and my granddaughter, they're trying to chase the dog. They're trying to hold down this dog, and there's blood on the ground. And I said, put the dog outside. They all looked at me like, are you insane?
Yeah, I was.
You're going to kill the dog.
No, that's not what I thought.
Well, that's what everybody else thought. And so I go, put the dog outside. It's going to be fine. How many do you think when a dog, it looked like it was coming from the dog. First of all, the dog wasn't limping.
No, okay? It wasn't crying. Nope. Just so you guys know, he wasn't
limping,
in pain.
No crying. So it's not like it's walking around with one paw up. And I said, put the dog out. It's got something broken right here. It tore a nail.
Paw. It was on his paw.
Put it out. We'll figure it out when we get done with the live stream. And everybody looked at me like I was a monster. And I said, do you think every time a coyote or a wolf or a fox out in the wild chips their nail, they're just dead? Yep, dead. Oh, tripped their nail over. Yep, tore a fingernail off. Yeah, they're dead. The dog's going to be fine. Can we finish the goddamn live stream? Everybody was mad at me. Daughter, granddaughter, wife, mad. I threw the dog out. I put the kids back in the room. I threw her back in the office, and I clicked the fucking button. I'm like, can we just get through? Even doing that, do you know how mad she was during the live stream?
I was so mad.
Do you know how much she didn't want to participate?
I did not want to participate.
I'm like, fucking do your job. We got 40 minutes left. It's 20 minutes in, and you're worrying about a dog who's not limping, not screaming, not hurting.
I think I was more mad that there was blood all over my house, too. And I had to get it cleaned up because it was on the carpet, it was on the tile,
to be fair,
it was on the wood floor.
Our daughter put the granddaughter in the room, and she did that the entire time.
I know.
She wiped it all up. But in the middle of my live stream, I'm trying to stay in character. I am a trained broadcast professional, as you know. And I couldn't get my shit straight because of that. And on top of that, the wind is shaking this fucking house apart.
It was bad.
The house has a flaw in it, a design flaw in the backyard. When we did some patio work 15, 16 years ago, there is a place right next to the house that the water puddles up. And if you let it get too high, it could come in the house through a door. So we have a sump pump that we set out there that Gen Z Kid and I do, and it pumps the water out around the corner and throws it over the wall. We didn't set it up because I didn't think we needed it. And it's now the water's rising, the wind is blowing, the dog is bleeding, and you're getting phone calls and text messages from the lady.
No, not yet. That one didn't happen. After the live stream, we repaired the dog. We
but
found
you had to go pick up your chickens.
That was after I went and laid down and got out of the picture. I got it Anyways, the dog sliced his nail. It's kind of strange. He must have caught it on something or whatever and like ripped the nail in half, but I'm not sure like how deep it is. So I bandaged it up. I taped it, then put a baby sock over it.
You taped one of our granddaughter's socks to it.
over his paw and taped it. And I'm calling our vet. We have a mobile vet because we're blessed to have a vet that comes out because
Really a
of
good
where
guy,
we live.
too.
And I keep calling and trying to say, he usually comes right to our house. Then I get a message that he's on vacation until next week. I'm like,
you wrestled the dog down in the kitchen.
Yes.
And you couldn't hold him. And I finally put my foot on him, my boot, and I said, "Don't move." And the dog looked up, and I'm like, "Stay."
Yeah, and he
like,
wasn't
"All right,
hurt.
fuck it."
I mean, he wasn't in pain
Then
even when I touched it.
You took a video and sent the video to the vet.
Yeah.
So you were on top of it. You did a good job with that.
Yes. So right now, fast forward, right now we changed the dressing on it and it's not bleeding anymore, and I rewrapped it
And he
put
got
a sock on.
he got a new sock.
And he got a new sock. So we're hoping I think I'm going to try and push it to Monday because, one, he's not crying. He's not hurt. We're keeping it clean. I just don't know how far back it's cut. I'm afraid to trim his nail. I just don't want to touch it right now. I don't
If
want
it
to
was
start
me,
bleeding.
I'd hold that dog's paw with a pair of pliers and rip the nail out and go, "You're going to be fine now."
So anyways, after all that, and I was mad at him, I went upstairs to go lay down. One, I was up at 4 a.m. yesterday morning, and then all this stuff happened. I was tired.
Okay,
so I
let's
went and
be
laid
fair.
down.
You didn't go. I sent you.
Okay, so I went to sleep.
Come on, admit that I said,
Yeah, you
"Are
said
you
go."
done?" I go, you go upstairs right now, go to sleep, go take a nap. And you were out for 3 hours.
I was out for 3 hours. I was tired. And then I wake up and I look at my phone, and the next little emergency came in. Our lady at the local tack and feed store said my baby chicks were in. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay.
Pause. Before you go any further, at that moment, it was the height of our windstorm.
Yes.
I mean, there are fences, wood fences all through the neighborhoods blown down. There is shit all over the roads, branches and trees and power outages. And I'm watching all this happen. I went out and got our generator, and I'm like, okay, generator's got to be hooked up because we're going to lose power. I'm getting ready for the worst. You come downstairs and go, "We have to drive across town and get the baby chicks by 4 o'clock or we lose them."
Yes. Because after I got, the text came while I was sleeping, then I got a phone call and she said that we were going to lose our chicks if we don't come pick them up. So we got in the car and we went to go get the baby chicks. All this other time, our granddaughter was having a horrible day yesterday on top of it.
Oh my God.
She was up early. She was not listening. It was like, you know what?
She was in one of those moods where you're like,
me.
"Don't touch the cookie." She picks up the cookie.
Yeah.
"Don't you take a bite of that cookie." She takes a bite of the cookie. It was one of those days. So I made a command decision. I go, "You're no longer going with us to get the baby chicks," which she had been looking forward to for 2 weeks. And I lost my shit. I go, "You're not going." Ha! I took pleasure in that punishment. You know what? You think my 4-year-old would scream and cry, "Oh my God, I want to see the baby chicks, blah, 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 baby chicks." You know what she did? I said, "You're not going because you're not listening. You're not being a good girl. You're not behaving. You're not going to see the baby chicks." She just looks at me and she goes, "I'm going to pet them when they get here." That's what she said to me. Standing right there in the entry. I'm like, wow, the queen of defiance. The blood from this woman sitting in the basement runs strong, my Padawan learner. I mean, right through you.
Oh my gosh.
That's
What?
how
Go
that
check
day-
the sheets and see what's happening.
Well, it's funny you should say that. Disney Mama Sammy Joe. Now, pay attention. I'm going to read something to you.
Okay.
She said, "Lionheart's birth certificate is an apology letter from the condom factory.
Yeah, I saw that.
$5. Now,
She sent $2 in PayPal going, "You are going to want to read my super chat." Obviously, Sammy Joe Disney Mama is not a patient woman.
all right, let me see if I can find him in here. I'll go through. There he is, Lionheart. He is now in a timeout. Sammy Joe, how's that? Mrs. Fort Watton sent $20 with no explanation. Not towards your nail fund, not towards the studio, and certainly not towards your new table. Any unallocated funds go to the general,
That's okay.
his handsomeness, and the whiskey fund. It is okay.
I don't need to be paid.
We.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right.
So what else happened last night? Wait,
I'm not doing it. If I don't get another shot, I'm shutting it off right now. This second. Like in 3 seconds, I'm going to shut it off.
Ask nicely.
Can you please get me some whiskey so that we can continue the live stream for another
Thank
5
you.
minutes?
Man, I'll be right back.
rubbing my eyes and I'm tired. It's going to look like I'm on speed or something here. I'm rubbing my eyes so much. Josh Rudnick, welcome to Becoming the Extra. I hope you guys all said hello to him and welcome aboard. Jason Bertard, is ZEO still grounded? What's he up to tonight? He was...
there you go.
Tell everybody where he was while I get ready to perform a microphone check.
He was gone all day today for FFA. First of all, let's make an announcement. He is getting it's an official announcement. Gen Z Kid is earning his FFA state degree, he did win it.
That is a huge deal.
Yes, and we will be going to the state degree dinner in a month or two, so really proud of him. He worked really hard for that. You have to hit certain goals to get that, so that was one of his goals.
When he told me at the beginning he was shooting for a state degree, I said, you're not going to get it. You're not disciplined enough. You don't have the drive. And he did it.
Yes, and it was the help from you guys because part of it was raising enough money. He had to get to a certain goal of money to get to the state degree. So
and he had to do all those hours with an animal, which he did with Buford the goat. For those of you who are part of that,
so we appreciate that.
You guys, I want you guys to know at what she's saying is you guys are just as much a part of that degree he got as we are. And as he is, you guys really helped out a lot with that.
So we got a message about that. So today was regional officer voting for our region of the San Joaquin Valley.
Yep.
So Gen Z Kid is part of that voting thing. So his FFA chapter went up to Tulare, up north
He was gone like at 6:30 this morning.
Yeah, he was gone all day to the voting. And if any of you know, Addie... His girlfriend was up for regional officers.
But she had to perform. She had to do the question and answer and speech today.
It was an interview process. She had to go up in front of everybody.
Up against a lot of other kids. Yeah.
So everybody in the chapter of the San Joaquin Valley, go here if you're going to run for regional officer position of the region. And he was up there with his team and all the chapter officers and everything. And I can't remember but she actually won a regional officer position.
I don't remember what her position is, but she did win.
I can't either. So Addie won. His girlfriend won. A Gen Z Kid did not apply for it, but he was one of the voting members. So he was busy today up there.
Do you think he voted for her?
Wow.
Do you think he voted for his girlfriend?
I don't know. But he was busy doing that.
Mrs. Ford dropped in $20. This time there's an explanation.
Okay, what's the explanation?
Should we just not read the explanation and assume it's for me? Because you know it is.
No, go ahead.
All right.
Because I have a feeling it's not. I have a feeling it's not.
I should have just skipped it. I knew it. For Mom's new table. So was the last $20, but the message didn't show up. We love you, Mom. Now, I don't care what the technology didn't come through. I tried. It didn't. I hit send. It didn't go. No. There was unallocated funds, Mrs. Four.
Oh, my
Thank you for that. I know what you mean. I know you meant it for me.
I can't wait to get my dining room table.
Hey, how did all the voting go? You asked for that, and I bet you didn't even pay attention.
Everybody said I won, so whatever. See, I don't sit here and gloat. I just read the comments, and I think I won.
You didn't win. There's no way you won.
Okay, well.
No,
you have your truth, and I have the other truth, so the real truth.
We have to do a real poll.
Okay, we will. Next time, Gen Z Kids.
You sure you're not going to feel bad, though, when you lose?
Nope, not at all.
You're not going to cry?
Nope, I'm
not going to be mad?
I mean, I'm Gen X.
You're Gen Z? Well,
I was thinking of Gen Z. I am not Gen Z.
Now we're okay. Janet Duding, $20 for the kid. Don't start with the kid.
Mrs. Big Reed said, Mom 20, Dad 13. So,
Yeah, but Mrs. Big Rig can't count. She got something wrong up here. She's on staff because we got money for hiring the handicap.
Mrs. Big Rig said she counted.
All right. I know a lot of you are having trouble hearing me. I apologize. So we have to adjust the equipment here. We have to perform a microphone check to make sure everything's in good working order. Now, here at Gen X Talks, we don't have all the fancy Geiger counters and radio stuff that everybody else does. We can't take our equipment up to the stratosphere of the moon and check things the way really rich people do. We have to check our microphones here at Gen X Talks the old Irish way, the way they did it back in the day when Marconi came up with the microphone in 1717. And we have to do it live. Here we go. Microphone check, Gen X Talk style. The only way you know how to do it, you pour the whiskey in the glass, and we ask you, the listening audience, if you can hear it. Quiet on the set. I want you to know this jar pours shitty compared to old number 7. Could everybody hear that? Are we good? Microphone check complete. Could you guys hear that? You did? Everybody over there? You did? Microphone check complete. I don't do the microphone check because I want to drink, and I don't drink this because I enjoy it. I do the microphone check to make sure the audio equipment is working properly, and I drink to the bottom of the glass because the truth is at the bottom of the glass, and we are the bottom of the glass nation. The truth is at the bottom of the glass, and I'm determined to go find it.
Cheers to Saturday night. Remember when, back in the day, that this was about the time we were getting ready to go out? When we were ready.
When we were younger?
When we were younger.
7:30 at night, we're just getting ready to go out. Now we're like, it's time to go to bed.
Yeah, it's pretty sad, isn't
How did that happen? How did the time that we're getting ready to wind down and go to bed it used to be the time we were getting dressed to go out?
Exactly. I don't know
what the fuck is
happened.
wrong with us? We are old.
You know what? Right. I kind of like being old. I'm kind of getting in that, like, set in my ways kind of, and I'm okay with that.
There are things about getting old that I used to fight against tooth and nail.
Yeah.
Hated it. Like, I'm not getting old. It's never going to happen to me.
Yeah.
And now some of them I'm kind of embracing.
I kind of am too.
I'm okay with it. It's like, man, fuck it. I don't give a shit
I have
anymore.
to tell you what we did today. After we told you about how bad our whole day yesterday
We didn't do
went.
anything today. What are you telling them?
That's what I'm saying. We literally took the day off this morning.
She's right. She is right.
We said we weren't going to do any Gen X talk stuff today.
You know what? I remember saying that this morning. I knew I was whimpering this morning, and she gave me approval. We were getting on with our day, and I'm like, all right, I did a couple things this morning, and I went, sweetheart, I'd like nothing better than to do nothing all day today.
I was the right
No
there
Gen X talks.
No.
I don't want to do anything. Can we just watch a movie? Can we order some food and just stay in? Can we?
Yeah.
I just want my brain to
It was
veg.
raining really hard.
And she said, yes, I would love to do that. I was like, wait, are you fucking with me right now?
No.
Are you teasing me, or can we really just take a day off and do nothing? And she goes, nah. She goes, fuck it. Let's just take the day off.
Yeah, we knew we had to do this tonight. We wanted to do this.
Yeah, this is
always
I was
fine.
okay with this.
But the other stuff, our list of things that we do daily, we were not in the mood. We just wanted to take the day off. It was really nice. We just literally did nothing. And it was good.
I felt guilty for about the first 10 minutes. And then it was like, I don't give a shit.
Then I noticed when it rains, I'm sympathetic to all our dogs, and I let the dogs in, and we just were like the dogs laid around.
The dogs.
We have to take note of animals. They know when it's raining and it's cold outside.
They went out. You know, but can I get some props for what I did for you today?
You went out to the chicken coop?
I did the chickens for you today.
You did.
I went out and did the chickens. It was freezing. My hands were so fucking cold.
And it's cold if you say it's that.
Yeah. The rest of me was fine.
here.
I just needed gloves, but I went out there and I didn't have any gloves.
Yeah.
I just did the chickens. Your goddamn chickens, it's freezing. The drops of rain are hitting me. They're ice. I wasn't cold outside necessarily, but it was wet.
They love snow,
They
too.
ran out. I opened that door and they ran right by me. All your chickens ran out into your
They're
garden.
probably going, where's mom? Not
did.
you.
They were pissed at me like, dude, you're not going to take care of us the way she does. I'm like, I told you chickens, you're fucking lucky I'm even out here.
Exactly. But I appreciate that very much. Thank you. So we were
Wait.
dogs and we hung out.
Brandon Mitchell dropped in $5, wrote, you know where this goes.
We know.
Do you know?
8-bit.
8-bit. How many people in here don't even know what 8-bit is?
8-bit Gen Z kid or 8-bit, the
8-bit?
real 8-bit?
No, 8-bit Gen Z kid. His car he drives a 1991 Toyota Camry.
Which was whose?
It was your mother's, his grandmother. She gave it to him as she was passing.
Yeah.
And he looks at this thing in the driveway. He's like, Dad, why did they make cars square and boxy? He goes, This looks like I'm playing Minecraft. This is an old boxy car. His statement was, this is like 16-bit graphics. I go, no. Way before 16-bit. He goes, 8-bit graphics? I go, this is Atari 2600 8-bit graphics. This is your car. And he goes, I'm naming it 8-bit. He's going to get a custom license plate that says 8-bit.
I don't think he'll ever get rid of that car, to be honest.
No, he bought the truck. He bought the Daytona.
Yeah, see.
I allowed him to do that, and I swore I'd never do it.
I can't believe you did, but
Well,
that's another story.
We're fixing it up together, me and my little buddy, as you put it. but he's still not going to get rid of it.
I think that's why you were moping around today. I think you missed your little buddy today. It wasn't me. You didn't want to hang out with me. It was because your little buddy was gone all day.
I don't even like that
as much as you hate those ambush videos, you love working around the house with him.
That kid is just nothing but a fucking pain in the ass.
Oh, you love him. I think you missed him today.
Well, I love him. Yeah, I love all my kids equally and fairly, and they're all wonderful
I think you
people.
were moping around because he wasn't here to because you guys sit across the table with each other. And you guys banter back and forth. You guys watch Game of Thrones together. You couldn't watch Game of Thrones for the umpteenth time because, he was gone. And then you guys watch Rick and Morty together.
I don't watch Rick and Morty.
What's the other one that you guys do?
Don't tell my friends I watch Rick and Morty.
Oh, South Park. You watch South Park together. You just couldn't do that today. And you were all being big baby.
$20 for you from Mrs. Fort Watton. Janet Duding says $20. Turn my screen orange for the kid. Janet Duding, $20 again for the kid. What the fuck? He's not even here.
She likes him. I know.
So what? He's a literal pain in my ass. Why would... I don't want to talk about it.
Hey, guess who just walked down the stairs? Gen Z Kid. Hey, Gen Z Kid, what position did Addie win today?
On screen.
What?
Put him on screen? Are you on screen?
He's here?
Hold on.
Let me grab my microphone.
Oh,
hang
no.
on, he's gotta get a
Gen Z
microphone.
Kid's showing up.
Romy, 13. Romy! Member for 11 months, bottom
you're
of
on
the Glass
screen.
Nation. I can do nothing all day, baby. Ow, I can do nothing all day. Romy, would you like to hang out with me and do nothing all day? Gen X Mom and I are good company for doing nothing. Romy, we'll get you out here. You can hang out with us. You know what, Romy? Come out here and spend a weekend with us doing nothing all day.
How come he's upstairs and I have to be in the basement?
Well, he's
here.
He's here. All right, is he back?
Yeah.
And he's here.
Oh, my goodness. Hold on 1 second.
Hold on, wait, what mic are you on? Say
1
something,
second.
kid. Hold on. No, you're not on any mic. That mic's not plugged into anything.
Hold on. Wait a second.
What?
Check if it's plugged in there.
What?
Oh,
Wait.
You have the meter down. You have
No,
the dial.
you're not listening. It comes up gray when you're on it. There's nothing gray.
You have all the way down, so nothing's going through. Hello.
Oh, he's right.
Oh, my God.
You have
But wait.
Okay,
We
go.
received $200 PayPal from Christina.
No fucking way.
And it says, for the kid, we knew you had it in you. $200.
For your state, we told
For
you
your
you got
state
your state
degree.
degree. You won that.
We told them. You weren't
I
here.
did that.
You did that.
I
Oh,
did.
Okay,
do
look
that.
in the camera.
I did.
because
Sorry, I did do that. I did get my.
They're all
You
saying
did.
congratulations to you. And because I probably, messed up your whole entire day today, why don't you tell them where you were today? Tell them what it is.
what you did,
and
because
what happened.
we probably got it a little bit wrong.
Yeah, I probably got it all wrong.
Okay, so today was the San Joaquin Region FFA meeting. So a lot of members, maybe a couple hundred members from across the region, like San Joaquin Valley area in California, are going to Mission Oak High School in Tulare to do the meeting, where what we will do at this meeting, the delegates, which I thought I was going to be one, but I wasn't, so I wasn't that mad because I've already been a delegate before, but besides the point, the delegates would vote on the regional officers, and we had two people from Independence who got slated. So you go through your interview process and you get slated for a position. So you get to be chosen to run. You're going for this position against this person. Follow? So now it's a one-on-one, and they ask you questions in front of the hundreds of people in that gymnasium. So they sit you down. You've never heard these questions before, and you have 1 minute to answer. High pressure situation. I was not in this situation. I was in the crowd watching, supporting.
And you've done these before. You've been on stage.
I have done these before. And they're nerve-wracking. They're very nerve-wracking. So I'm sitting there watching. We have two sophomores up there, which just to be slated as a sophomore is just amazing.
I couldn't believe it when you told me that Addie was having this opportunity as a sophomore. I'm like, I didn't even think they allowed that. Certainly, even if they allowed it, who would qualify as a sophomore?
My friend who goes to another high school, he's a sophomore. He got slated for president
Wow.
I was like, dude, he didn't make it. He did not get voted in.
But
I was,
still, to be
I was like,
nominated.
dude, you got slated. So my friend Cheyenne, super good, super studious, had this notebook about this thick, this binder, full of ag knowledge, ag issues to talk about when she's on stage. It was for another contest.
And for those
but
of
it
you
still
that are
worked.
new, he's doing FFA, Future Farmers of America. Everything he's talking about is agriculture. Everything. Agriculture and leadership. Go ahead.
Yeah. So she goes up there, does her questions, does really well. I think she did super well with her questions. And before they did the questions, the delegates had time to go meet the candidates. Like the candidates had like little booths next to the person they're running against, and you got to go meet them as delegates. Well, I wasn't a delegate, so I stayed in the gym and did activities while we waited. So then Addie goes up there. My heart is pounding. I'm sitting there going, oh man, because I do really good in those types of situations because I treat it like a conversation, like it's live stream. You know, I'm having fun, having like this. It's dead silent in that gym, and they go,
wow.
And I don't remember the question. I remember her first answer was super good, super well thought out, and she went second. So somebody went first. Okay, oh, pause. Back up. How they ask the questions. Person A and person B are running against each other. They have person B ask, like they hear the answer and they go first. Then person
Hear
B.
the answer or hear the question?
Hear the question and answer first.
Okay.
Then person B answers the same question. So obviously they have a little bit of advantage because they have more time to
Person
think about
who
it.
goes second sounds like they got a little bit of a heads up.
So the second question, person B goes first. And then person A goes again.
That makes it fair.
Yeah, that makes it fair. So Addie goes up there. She goes up there, nails the first question. I was like, that is a really strong response. And she didn't dodge the question. She didn't avoid it, tackled it head on. Great. Second answer she had was a little rocky. In the moment, I was like, man, you did so good. But then she gave me a straight face and was like, don't sugarcoat it. Tell me how I did. I was like, okay. Well, to be honest, you said opportunities like 5 times. She was like, the opportunities that we get and the opportunities that we can deliver and the opportunities we advocate for. I'm like, okay, stop saying. I know. I was sitting there going, oh my God. And she even caught herself too. She was like, and remember, you only get 1 minute to answer this question.
Wow.
At 1 minute, they literally just take the microphone from you.
Wow.
It's like that. It's like they go like this. Okay, at 30 seconds, I'm going to step away from the podium. At 45 seconds, I'm going to take a step closer to you. And then 1 minute, I'm just going to take the microphone away.
And at 1 minute and 10 seconds, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Yeah. So like,
So she did it.
that second answer, I was like, oh my God, just wrap it up and finish. You're not bringing any new points to the table. So she wraps it up, says thank you as the person is taking the microphone away. I was like, Jesus.
So go forward,
what
fast
happened?
forward.
So then we go eat lunch, and the delegates vote, and we wait a little bit. They do like business, like, oh, because it goes your high school, then your section, then your region.
Right.
So all the sectional presidents were giving their reports on how the year went and whatnot. Independence got recognized a lot, our school.
Good.
So then,
and the announcement was
South Valley Vice President Adelina got it. So I
good
was
job.
So
So
she
she's
got it. So-
South
yeah.
Valley president.
South Valley president.
Vice
Yeah.
president or
Vice
president?
president,
Vice
president.
president.
South Valley.
That's
That's
amazing.
incredible.
How regional office works is they have a vice president for each section. So it's like an
Oh.
11
Good for
person.
her. That's
That's
awesome.
great. That
It's
is
crazy.
great.
Unfortunately, Cheyenne didn't get her position,
That's
which was
okay.
so sad.
And she's a senior, right?
She's a sophomore.
Oh, she's a sophomore. Good.
Yeah.
Well, she got more time then.
So people are asking if you got your grades up, and yes, they are now currently up.
Wait. Are they really, or are you just telling people that? Because this is where you hit mom mode and go, he's doing so great. When did you actually check? When did you check to see if his grades were up?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Grades are up.
Screw you, Dad.
Grades are up right now. But they're
know.
going to be closely monitored.
Okay.
Oh, she's literally got a leash on his neck. She's going to drag him across that stage to get the diploma.
So-
It's no joke.
Anyways, next week, I have the UC Davis field day. Let me tell you
he's gonna
something.
Be up
Let
at
me-
UC Davis is like a 3-day event?
Yeah, it's like a 3-day field day where it's kids across the state go there. It's the biggest FFA field day we have, and they do competitions. And those competitions aren't like the official FFA competitions, but those will give you a good gauge on how well you're going to do at region and at state.
Now, for those of you at home who don't understand the correlation, it's like the Golden Globes give you a good idea on who's going to win the Oscars.
That's smart. Yeah.
Is that's pretty accurate?
That's pretty
the
good.
Golden Globes.
So why you're saying that is that you're going into a regional
competition?
contest.
Yeah, it's a contest.
I'm going to the official regional job interview contest because I got first place in section.
Right.
So that's why we're going to UC Davis. And my teacher was like, hey, guess what? UC Davis Field Day has a job interview contest. And no one does it because we've never had people get out of the sectional contest
So guess
before.
who's doing it?
So guess who's doing it? And I was not opposed to doing it. I'm still not opposed to doing it. I think it's going to be a great time.
You knocked
But-
it out of the park last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look, so we do Parley Pro. It's on the Friday that we're there.
They don't know what Parley Pro is.
Whatever.
Don't-
It's one
you-
contest.
Ow, I'm
you
sorry.
shouldn't have said
I know.
that.
It's
God,
whatever.
This explanation.
We have, I know, Parley Pro, too long to explain. Whatever.
Okay.
So we have
Okay,
eight.
hold
we
on.
have eight
Hold on.
contests.
Parley Pro is a competition based on procedure.
Parliamentary
And you cannot
procedure.
parliamentary procedure, and you can't fuck it up even a little.
Oh, it's like
and
a
it's very
perfection.
difficult. I looked at him doing this shit, and I go, "Are you fucking out of your mind? I couldn't do this in any capacity. There's no way I could do
It's
this."
a very difficult contest. That's why there's only 3 schools in our section that do it. So that's why we're never worried about the sectional contest because the top 4 schools from each section go to region. And there's only 3 schools,
there's
so
only 3 to do it.
we automatically go to region every year. So
Oh my gosh. So that's when? Next week, right?
next week.
You're
so
gone next week.
My freshman year, we always treat UC Davis as like we work out the kinks and we gauge ourselves. But
The
it'd be
warm-up,
really
yeah.
sick. We'd be really sick to win. But we've never made it past the first round.
Wow.
But we've even made it to region and almost won. So it's not like we're bad, okay?
Well, we'll keep monitoring.
We'll
Look.
keep you up to date on his FFA activities.
so
It's an activity.
Look, Parley Pro is from 9 to 12 a.m. Or no, 9 a.m.
till noon.
till noon.
So 3 hours.
3 hours, right?
Yeah.
Then at 1 p.m., job interview starts. Till 8
That's-
p.m.
Wait. That's the personal one he does on his own.
with my friend Michaela. We're
From
both there.
what? Well,
Yeah.
she does hers, you do yours.
Right.
Yeah,
That
pretty
is
much.
from 1 till 8. 7 hours.
It's not a 7-hour interview. There's just so many kids and such a big contest with multiple rounds.
But
Multiple, but
I think it's
multiple
worse like
rounds.
sitting there waiting.
Yeah, because you got to
Waiting
sit
your
and go to the
turn.
next. And did I make it? Did I not? I did make it. Then you got to go to the next round. Did I make it? Did I not? You go to
Yeah.
the next round. Oh,
Yeah.
stress level number 9.
Good Lord. 7 hours? If I don't make it past the first round, then it's not 7 hours. But
So wait. So if you come home early, you fucked up.
Yeah, then that's done. You're out. If you're going to dinner, you're done.
That's right.
yeah. Well, the problem with my friend Michaela and I is that like the next day after the Parley Pro contest are like the rest of the contests that were bringing the rest of our teams. Well, we always did Parley Pro, so we had just a free day. We'd go around the campus, we'd go eat breakfast with
Yeah.
all the teachers.
I-
We were scared we weren't going to be able to do that because we had the job interview contest, so we thought it was the next day. But now we're like, do we really want them on the same day? Like, I wish we could have just had them separate days.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
When he does his job interview, he's got to go the full 7 hours to win it. So if hour number 2 goes by and you and I look on our phones on the 360 app to see where he is, I'm like, well, he's been there 2 hours. Oh, wait, he's at Denny's.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, by that time.
Okay. Luckily, I think the teacher that is coaching us, so the teacher that will probably be with us, will let us leave like while they're scoring or while the rest
I
of the
don't
people
Yeah, he's
interview.
not.
No,
He's
no
not.
way. He is not going
'Cause
to
he's
be
not
rounding
gonna
you
risk
up.
it. He's not going to risk that you're not coming back on time.
Yeah.
No, he leaves with us. Like,
I
we've
don't
done
think
that
so.
I don't think
before.
so.
I don't think that's going to happen.
All right.
I
let me
want
see-
my crepe,
Let me see
man.
what
There's
else
a new
we got in
crepe.
here. All
All
right.
right, let's do sheets.
Say goodbye to everybody, son. There he goes.
Oh my gosh,
All
you're
right.
not Kermit.
Off. We're back to 2. All right, let me go through the sheets here. You guys got a good idea on what happens. When you guys donate money, $5, $10, whatever, to FFA, to his cause, these are the things he's doing. It's driving, it's going, it's training, it's practicing. The Buford the Goat thing was huge. You guys completely took care of him for, I don't know, 6 months. His FFA, his agriculture thing that he's trying so hard to do, he really puts forth the effort in that.
Yeah.
And a lot of it this year had to do with you guys supporting him all the way through. I'm telling you,
It's a great program.
It's a great program.
Really great program.
The last batch of children we raised was 8, 4 boys and 4 girls, and he's the youngest of that 8. We've had baseball players and football players and basketball players. We've had dance recital, cheerleaders. We've had chess club. We've had kids involved in everything. And I'm going to tell you, FFA kids, Future Farmers of America, that group, that niche of kids is some of the best kids every time. We've had other kids do this.
That is a program that is preparing those kids for the future.
We love
how to
it.
talk, how to communicate, how to hold yourself in public, how to stand. They stand, how to get dressed. I mean, he's getting himself dressed in a tie. He knows how to tie a tie. I'm just looking at him going, he's come a really long way.
We had a talk this morning on his way out the door, and he's like, how do I look? I go, your Windsor knot's all fucked up. He goes, what do you mean?
Yeah.
He goes, first of all, he's like, what's a Windsor knot? and then I say, it's not squared. He goes, how do you square a knot? I go look in the mirror at your Windsor, at your squared Windsor knot. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so it's not just ag. They're preparing them for, like,
stuff.
this job interview is preparing them to go in front of people and get a job interview, not just your run-of-the-mill walk into a fast food place. This is like an actual interview. And so he's been really preparing for that. So
I was going to drink to FFA, and you guys, everyone is in here saying Josh needs to go to the woodshed.
Why? What'd Josh do? I'm looking.
Oh, I found it.
What did he do?
Josh Maddox on staff said Buford the goat that FFA had supported all that year, and Trippy Pineapple is currently housing.
Yeah, what did he say?
He said Buford was delicious. Josh Maddox on staff from New Jersey just talked about Buford, the FFA goat, that he ate him and he was delicious.
Wow.
Do you know that right now I can block him from the channel? I've never blocked a staff member from the channel.
Just put him in the woodshed.
I'm going to put him in the woodshed every time I see him for the next 6 months. Do you realize how much you guys took care of the kid, his gas? Right as inflation started, you guys paid for the kid's gas money, his vet bills, his food bills. You guys kept encouraging him. And then all the donations, you guys put him in such high donations for Buford that he is the #1 goat donation guy in Kern County forever. No one will ever get donations that high for a goat for all time. When they redo all their stuff next year and the plaque on the wall goes up for the last 40 years of goats and their placements, there'll be one over here for who showed the best, which he didn't win, he tried, but there'll be a deal over here for pledges and donations. His name will be up there because of you guys forever. A record will never be broken for what you guys donated to Buford for the kid, for the FFA program at his school. Never be matched. Ever, 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 ever. And then Josh is pretending he ate him.
I know.
Now, if this was Lionheart, you'd be all over it. Well, he's drinking.
I said be nice to Josh.
Lion's just joking.
No,
he's drinking.
nice.
But it's Josh.
I like Josh.
And I'm going to squash him.
Well, be nice.
I'm sorry. Josh is going to be put under my boot for the next 6 months.
All right. I think we need to cut it and go to our members only.
First, you're yelling at me because I don't do it. Now you're yelling at me.
Coming up on 2 hours. We've now given everybody like 2 hours.
Janet Duding puts in $19.99, $20. Turn my screen orange for the kid.
Janet.
Bart Neal, $9.99, $10 with just a big thumbs up. That means it's going to me, my man Bart Neal. Brandon Mitchell, $10 more for ZEO. We know where that's going. Short Track Action, FFA, Future Farmers of America. Excellent job, youngster. I'm sure your pops and mother are proud of you indeed.
We are.
Even though you're a royal pain in the ass in your dad's garage. Yes. Short Track Action just summed it up perfectly. He's a pain in the ass, but we are proud of him.
Yep.
Matt dropped in $5. You're going places in life, kid. He might be. Loud one, $10. If Josh ate Buford, then he owes Chush and I a bucket load of cash. Wow. I'm not sure what the side deal was there, but I'd be afraid. If Loud One and Chush are coming for you, you said something out of step. You did something you weren't supposed to do. All right. One more drink for all of you tonight before we head over to the private live stream for members only. It'll be in a little while, but let's get this out of the way. Bottom of the glass nation, the truth is at the bottom of the glass. I have reached the bottom of the glass several times tonight.
Yes.
I have told some truths. I have lived up to all of my obligations.
Good night, everyone.
For you guys.
Thank you for being here. We had fun. It was a good Saturday night.
Oh, that's good. All right. For that, I will cut off our microphones and say goodnight. Did you say goodnight to everybody?
Night, everyone.
If you were going to waste an hour of your evening, there's no better place to waste it than with Gen X Talks. Thank you for doing so.
Sorry, tell them if their name is Green, they can go to the next.
Why don't you just tell them?
Oh, hey, before I say goodbye, if your name is in green, that means you're a member. And
You can come back.
come back to the next live stream in about 10 minutes. So if your name is green, you are a member.
Sounds like a Ghostbusters thing.
I know.
If the light is green, the trap is clean. All right.
Bye.
Listen, we got to go. Thank you guys for showing up. I'm not sure where you were listening from the four corners of this planet. I'm not sure where you're going to be listening from the replay. AM, FM, Sirius XM, or across the Armed Service Radio Network. But we thank you for tuning in. And as usual, I promise you one thing. From Gen X Mom and I, and the kid who knows where the fuck that guy is right now. We'll catch all you guys where? On the flip side.